Section 3.2, first our warm-up says to classify angle AFE, which is right here. That is a straight angle. Number 2, when two different lines intersect, they intersect at a point. 3.2 are theorems about perpendicular lines. The objective is to solve problems involving perpendicular lines. Theorem 3.1 says all right angles are congruent. The symbol is the measure of angle 1 is 90 degrees and the measure of angle 2 is 90 degrees. And angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. And there's the picture. Theorem 3.2 says if two lines are perpendicular, then they intersect to form four right angles. So if there's one angle that's 90 degrees, all of them are 90 degrees. So if you're given a picture, let me go back. If you're given a picture like this, and it has one right angle, you can go ahead with your pencil and fill in the rest as right angles. Theorem 3.3 says if two lines intersect to form adjacent congruent angles, then the lines are perpendicular. So basically, if we have a straight line and an angle bisector, so the straight line would be 180 degrees. You divide it by 2 like we did before. So if this is 90, then this is 90. Theorem 3.4 says if two sides of adjacent acute angles are perpendicular, then the angles are complementary. So angle 3 plus angle 4 equals 90 degrees. Alright, so we're going to determine whether there's enough information given to make this statement true. So first of all, before we even start, if we see one right angle, we can make all of these angles right. Same thing over here. If we see one right angle, we can make all these angles right angles. So 6 and 10, those both are right angles, so yes. Okay, 7 and 10, 7's a right angle, 10's a right angle. 6 and 8, 8 we don't know anything about, so we should say not enough info. 7 and 11, that's a yes, they're both right angles. 7 and 9, not enough info. 6 and 11 is a yes. Those are both right angles. Okay, so we're going to solve. These are going to be our main problems. All we do is add them up and set them equal to 90. So x plus, okay, so we're going to add everything and set them equal to 90 degrees. So x plus 25 equals 90. Subtract 25 on both sides. So x is equal to 65.
Oh yeah, he said to take some.
Okay, so we know that these two angles are congruent, so they must be 90 degrees. So 10x equals 90. Divide both sides by 10. So x is equal to 9. The next one, it tells us that these two are perpendicular, so we can go ahead and draw in a right angle. Then they tell us GEH is 30 degrees, so we can do 6y plus 30 equals 90. So subtract 30 on both sides. So 6y equals 60. Divide both sides by 6. Y is equal to 10. So this one's a little trickier, but we're going to do the same thing. They tell us that these are perpendicular. So we're going to do z plus z equals 90. Z plus c is 2z equals 90. Divide both sides by 2. So z equals 45. Alright. Alright, so we know that these two angles are congruent, so that means both of these are 90 degrees. So 5x equals 90. Divide both sides by 5. X is equal to 18. Okay, what did we learn about today? We learned about theorems involving perpendicular lines. If you have any questions, fill that in here. Sample test question could look like this. Say solve for